Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. I'm Craig Pearson with Don McArthur bringing you the best from the paper and the web. Female suicide bombers on Monday killed at least 38 people and injured at least 65 more on packed subway cars in Moscow Monday morning. No one has claimed responsibility for it yet, but officials believe it was the work of Islamist insurgents.
And Kingsville OPP just this morning issued a news release. They're seeking two suspects who blew through a stop sign and led police on a chase reaching speeds of 140 kilometers an hour in an 80 kilometer zone. Now the suspects, two youths, they bailed out of the car at a house party, ran inside, mixed among a group of 100 people, and the cops couldn't find them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like
Pretty
a magic
sneaky.
act.
Yeah, pretty sneaky.
About 300 Kingsville residents turned out Saturday to oppose a proposal to erect 715 wind turbines on 13 sites in lakes St. Clair and Erie.
Okay, and to the CanWest Spelling Bee here now. Windsor's Robert LaHood placed third in CanWest, the National Spelling Bee. That's the whole country. He placed third, man. Kudos to you, brother. And the 13-year-old, he outlasted 18 of 21 contestants to reach the 10th round, and he finally tripped up on the word disparage. Good work, though, man.
Yeah, very good work.
Yeah.
It looks like the Michigan State Spartans, second year in a row, going to the Final Four. They had a win, 70-69 over Tennessee on Sunday, I should say, quite close, and they're going to the big one.
Okay, yeah, folks, and we got a story today in the front of the sports sections. It's been determined for the second round of the playoffs. The Spits are going to face off against their rivals, the Plymouth Whalers, who have Tyler Seguin on the team, who tied Taylor Hall atop the OHL points race. Now, today's poll of the day asks who you think's going to win. A bunch of homers, obviously, right? So we got 41% of you say the Spits are going to win in 7. 33% of you say the Spits are going to take it in 6, but 13% of you are traitors, and at this point say the Whalers are going to dust the Spits. So vote, folks. It matters.
Hey, speaking of sports loyalties, what about that Georges St-Pierre fight on Saturday night? Here to talk about it is our resident mixed martial arts expert, Dalson Chen. So a lot of people actually don't even know who GSP is, but he was a Canadian Athlete of the Year a year or two ago.
Yep, welterweight champion of the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
And so he was fighting this tough kid from England, Dan Hardy.
Dan Hardy, a UK brawler, yes indeed.
Right. And it's funny, he won it. It was dominant. There's no question in any of the rounds, and yet he was apologizing afterwards. Can you tell us a little bit of why that might be?
Well, it went all 5 rounds, so it's a 25-minute fight, and he couldn't finish him. It was complete domination by Georges St-Pierre. He took him down whenever he wanted. He put him in numerous submission attempts. He had this one arm bar and his...
Well, exactly. His arm was twisting around like in a circle.
Yeah, the elbow popped, definitely. And another thing, he did a Kimura, which is a shoulder lock, and he twisted his arm all the way behind his back, but this Dan Hardy kid, this British kid, he just would not tap out.
And he's tough. He has a mohawk, and after, like Joe Rogan, they were all just amazed at this kid. They said, man, and he said, I don't know the meaning of the word tap.
Yeah.
And that's, what's tap? It means give up, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's submission. But here's the thing. It was completely one-sided. Dan Hardy offered no offense whatsoever. All he did was survive. And so it wasn't exactly an exciting fight. It was a technical fight, but it was Georges St-Pierre dominating from pillar to post from beginning to end. So that's why he apologized.
Now, I read one story that Dana White, now he's the head of the UFC, the bald guy. We love the bald guys. Head of the UFC. His Twitter account was going crazy with people sort of complaining about the fight, because people want to see the blood, the guts, the kicks to the head.
Big knockouts, yeah.
And they don't get that with a technical fight like that.
Yeah.
Like, a guy like you appreciates it?
Yeah, oh yes indeed, because I think that UFC is a technical thing. It's the mixed martial arts is a technical sport. If you don't understand the ground game, if you don't understand the techniques, then you're not appreciating the whole package. Otherwise, you're just a peanut gallery, looking for the big KO.
Yeah.
But okay, but so you do appreciate it. What do you rate that fight on 1 to 10?
On a 1 to 10, I don't know, 7. Because
Really?
Georges St-Pierre's technique was great.
Come on, it was an 8. He saw it in my basement on high def, which I got especially for the fight. So an 8 because of the high def?
Okay, sure. An 8 for Don McArthur's man cave.
Yeah.
Okay, put him in a Kimura so we can see what it's about.
No, thanks. I don't go for the fun stuff on that news. That's Pearson.
Here we go.
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
I tap. Okay, folks, I think, is that it?
Yes.
That's it for the Net News. I tapped out. Okay, listen, guys, we have a council tonight. We're going to live stream it, and we got the Auto Front tomorrow. Grace Macaluso is going to write about some Windsor cars making a big splash in a Toronto auction. So, folks, thanks for watching online and on your porch. We're the Windsor Star.